If you were here yesterday during the week, you remember we finished up the 8088 right here. As you can see in front of you guys, we completed the 8088, and we are doing the trilogy, which is what we are taking on this year. We're taking on trilogy ships all the way through and trying to get them all done through this year. Our last set was the General Grievous, and now we're on the Arc 7170. 70. Yeah, so we built the first one here, the 8088, right? We'll be doing a comparison with the figures, the ships, the maneuverability, the guns, everything, the playability, stuff like that, right? So we're here now, and we'll put this one to the side over here, and we'll start. Again, I'm building all of these out of my garage, guys. Out of my garage. As you know, I'm building everything out of my garage. If I'm totally out of a piece that I couldn't find at all in my garage that would fit, I can use a replacement, but I don't want to use a replacement. I really want to get the that piece in. Got to put my mascot, as you guys know. Yeah, got to put my mascot on. So I will go out and get that piece, right? Wherever I need to get it. Whatever site, whatever. But anyway, let's get past that. We're on the second ship, which was supposed to be first, actually. That one was the second one, was 2010. As you know, guys, we spoke about that, the amount of piece, the amount of figs it has, right? The 8088 released in 2010, episode 3, right? At that time, it cost $60. Now it costs, like, the top end, it's $420. You can get it for like that. It came with 396 pieces, right? Similar to the one we're going to build right now, which came out in 2005, which is the 7259, which we're going to build right now. I built a couple of these before, like I said before, right? But we're going to commence building this one. These two have more or less similar builds. There are a couple of different pieces in there, right? As you're going to see, like the rudder's different. The front, which I spoke about, is sort of like a bald eagle in the last one, is sort of hawk type looking. How the cockpit is set up is similar. Some of the colors are slightly different, and the booster, which you guys will see where the rockets are different size, right? Right. So let's jump into this and move on, okay? And let's start. To start with, these two pieces here are totally different, right? The last one, they came in halves, like this right here, right? These are 4x4, right? 4x2, sorry, slopes. And if you notice, see, this is half size. Anyway, so that's the last one, and this is the one we're going to take on right now. So let's get on and build that. All right, guys, if you're jumping in, we're doing the trilogy, guys, and we're starting off now with the second ship, right, which is the 7259, right? So to begin with, we need one of these here to start. I got everything right here, guys, as I said, right? So we'll just go through with it. Need one of those, 2x6, and then we'll get a 1x4 right here. On top of that, we need a inverted, which I got right here. I have an inverted brick right here. This one is a little dusty, so I'll just look around here and try to find one that's, yeah, here we go, right? That's better. Okay, so this goes right on the top over here. We place this back here. Let me know, guys, if you're seeing properly, if everything is clear for you to see, right? And let's move on with the build. On top of that, we will need a 2x2 by 4 square brick, which is right here. So we need this. This goes right on the top right here like that. Okay, and now we'll need 2 pieces of 1x10. Okay, which we'll find right here. Here's one of them. And let's just pull out the other one. That's 2x6. There's a lot of them mixed in here. Again, different builds, guys, like I said. but I'm building out of my garage. So here we go. We need 2 of those. Okay, and one more 1x4. Okay, right here we got that, and these just go on the inside like that, so that fits just like that. And now these go right on top, but before we do that, we need 2 of these. Let's just find these 2 right here, and we'll add that on, and then you'll start seeing the ship the front of the ship anyway, starting to show up. And just pull these 2 pieces out here. Again, I'm building this out of my garage, guys, and have all the pieces, but I just gotta locate them in this, as I always say, this piece of chaos, which is the build. But the fun is in the build. So, you know, even if I have to look for it or whatever, it's really fun for me. You know what I mean? As you guys understand, I always say it, right? So let's just find this one piece, and then we'll move on, right? If you jump it in, guys, we are building, got 2 of them the same, the trilogy. We're continuing with the trilogy, guys. So, and it's the ARC 170. That's the trilogy we're continuing with, guys. We're building the first ship, but this in the series, but we're building it second. Okay, so we need these 2 right here. We're all set with that. We're gonna take these and just place them right here. If you're jumping in, guys, thanks for jumping in. Just hit that like button, guys, and let's keep the channel going. Right, so this goes like that, and on top we're gonna place these just right here. So if you've built it before and you had either one of them, you will realize that this is a totally different setup, how it's built down at the bottom, right? Let's keep moving. Right here, we need 2 corner pieces brown, which the other ship did not have at all until we got to the insignias. Those 2 pieces there. Okay, so we need 2 of these, and these are gonna go right here, like so. All right, and right here, we're gonna place 1 light green. And the first ship had nothing like this at all. They just threw in, again, Lego could have stuck, they could have stuck with white, they could have stuck with any other color, but they just threw in one single green brick, which is really, really funny. 1 single green brick, guys. It's a 2 by, I'll just pull that out here, guys, and I'll show you what it is, because I have all the pieces, as you guys know, speak about it all the time. I have tons of bricks in my garage, stuff like that. So I just need to pull that 1 piece out of my green set that I got right here, guys, and we will move on with the build. Because as I said before, I like staying with the colors that's supposed to be on there. So if it comes to where I need a particular piece, I have to, you know, I'm sort of like, I really have to have that piece, that particular piece for the build. Right, and I really want that. But anyway, so if you're jumping in, guys, we are building the series of ARC. Right? That's what we're building right now, guys. So if you're joining, let me know, drop a comment. Let me know if you build this ship or any of that trilogy before. They just came out with the final piece of the trilogy in 2025, as you guys know. Right? They've just come out with that. So let me know if you are planning on buying that particular piece to add to your collection if you don't already have it in your collection. Okay? So let me know. And drop me a message. Let me know if you have built it. And also, as I said before, let me know what you did over the break. Right, so here's that piece. Just goes right here. looking everywhere and it's just right here. Right, so we're to this point and we need to add 2 of these, which is another thing that they did not have on the last ship, which was the 8088, right? So we're here and we need 2 of these. Okay, if you notice I have so many bricks. This is a totally different length, but we need 2 of these by 10, 1 by 10, 2 by 10 actually, right? And my table is giving me hell here. Yeah, so we place those there, and we need 1 of these. Again, this was small in the last ship. They added really big ones. You'd find smaller ones on the last ship, so they added that. Over here, we're gonna place some white flat. We have 2 of them right here, 1 and 2. So we'll add that along the side right here. This goes right here. 2 of these. So again, guys, if you notice, it's totally different from the last ship already. This is a totally separate build from that. And we'll place this right here, which is the 4 by 8 flat, right? And down here, we'll go with 2 light grays now. It's right here, again, long ones. As I said, I have so many builds, right? And this just drops like that right there, and we need 1 more, which fits just like that. There we go. So let me know, what do you think about the build, the last build, guys, and the one we are building now? Like I said, if you have it in your collection, if you have built this at all, or if you're thinking of building the Ark series. Okay, so we got to this point, and another thing they threw in, which was a very strange color, but we'll add these 2 pieces first and we'll talk about that later. So now we need 2 1x4s. That's these right here. And we need this this strange yellow piece. Again, they put some pieces there so you cannot actually just jump and build it off your last ship unless you have the pieces. We're gonna place this just right here. 2 of these. Okay. And you could probably see it starting to come together there. Again, drop me a line, guys. Let me know what you're building. Right, so we'll put this on the side and start building the engine, okay? We'll start building the engine. So, as I always say, I had one already built on the side. So we need 2 of these, right? So we need 2 on either end, right? So let's find the next 2. And we will move on. Don't worry about it, guys. I have everything here, everything in hand. I have all the pieces. I have so many of them. And like I said, I'll be giving away 1 of these on my sweepstakes. So join the top tier and have your chance of winning 1 of these arcs when they're completed. And we have done the comparison and all those things. So do not miss out. Do not wait to join the top tier so you can get your free stuff, guys. Right, so let's just add these 2 pieces on here and move on. As soon as I can pick it out of here, we will move on, guys. Just 2 little pieces. It's not a priority. So we can hold off on it and then we'll add it on later, but we'll put the pieces. If you notice, I already have that piece inside there, right, which helps the axle to turn, right? So let's put that on, right? So we got that. Actually, the other one is much deeper. This one comes all the way to the top here, okay? So we add those 2 on, and we're gonna put 2 of these on the outside. Okay, so these 2 just goes right here, like so, one over here, and then we'll put a rod, one of those black rods through. We talked about that before, the different lengths. I have to make certain that it's the right length, because if I use the really long one, I'll mess it up. So it has to be shorter, right? Here we go. These are the long ones, these are the shorter ones right here. So I have to use the right size. So this just goes, that's the one I'm talking about. See the difference there? And this just goes right through here like that. Okay? And we're building the engine right now. So I really need to find those two little pieces. And I'll just find that real quick, guys, and we will move on with the build. Just in here, just need to pull it out and we will continue to build, right? It's around here someplace. Don't mean to hold the build up, guys. I saw it earlier, but I'm not building like separated from the whole set. I'm building I just pour everything out and I work through it that way. Okay, so bear with me. All right, and drop me a comment, guys. Let me know what you think, if you're into trilogies and whatnot. So drop me a comment, guys. Drop me a comment, let me know, and let's continue with this build. So we'll add these two just here, and then we'll complete it with that white piece just right there. Okay, so the engine block is coming together really good now. Just got to add a couple more pieces on there, or just place that right inside. Click that, and we'll add two black pieces on the outside here. One goes into that slot here, and we'll repeat the same thing on the opposite end. Okay, so we're all set up here. Now we just need one more thing, which is that piece, like we said before, and this here, and one light gray here. So this goes right in there like that. Place this there. Also, the rudder in the last one was much shorter, so this just goes right in here like that. And that helps it turn, if you guys can see that right there. Now we're going to take this and place it right down the middle. Am I putting it the correct way? I want to make sure I do the right thing here. All right, so this actually goes this way. Here we go. And all the way in. Again, if you built it before, you would know. All right, so that just goes right here. That part is actually just hold it from moving. Again, that's additional pieces. I don't think they need that, but here we go. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move this over again. We got to build. We need some 2x1s, two of these, and we need 2x1x2 brick, which right here, again, built prior. So we have this, and we place two of these at the bottom like that. Take this one off the top, and we need one of those things that look like a like you got in the back of a tow truck. So we need one of those, and we'll move on, guys. We'll put that in, and then you guys will see the ship coming together. Here we go. Just right here. We take this and place this right on the top, and that goes right here. Right in there like that. And just clamp that down there real nice. What's going on there? Start over. Just trying to be a little pinging, but we can get past that. So this just goes over the top and right in there like that. So that's clipped in real fine now. And we'll add one more piece, again, which they don't have on the last ship, just because the last ship, it just had that sprocket that you turn, but this one comes like this, okay? So that hooks right into there and back here, and this goes right there. And there's this rubber that goes right there. So when you turn, let's get that over. This band that goes like that, so you turn. If you guys can see that turning right there, and it has this thing so it can flick back because you put the rubber there, right? Okay, so we got to that point. Back here, we want to add another 1x4. So we'll just find another 1x4 dark. Here we go. And we just place that right here. See, they changed the color. They could have stuck with the same color, but hey, this is the internal part of the ship. They could have stuck with just straight colors. So now we want to go on the outside of this, and we're going to add 2 of these. This is one of the things that they had on the other ship, so I can say this is very much the same. This part of it is very much the same, right? If you built it before, you probably know that. And this goes, just want to make sure we get this correct. We need to add 2 of these. One at either end. I want to make sure we get it in the right place so it doesn't mess up at all. So one of them goes there, one of them goes 3 from the back, and we'll repeat the same thing on the other side, which is 3 from the back right there, and then we add these on the side now. Okay, so this goes just right here like that. 1, and it's a little bit more. Oops. 2. So that's 2 of them there. Nice and tight. And we're looking for 2 of these inverted now. Here we go. And that goes back here. So again, guys, we're building the trilogy of the ARC 170, and we're on set number 7259. We already built, I'll show it to you over here, guys. We already built the 88, right, which is right here, which we'll be doing the comparison later on when we complete the whole set. You guys know about this if you built it before, okay? So we'll be building that. Right, the partnership to that one. Okay, so we're gonna add some pieces on the outside now. Let's do that. We'll be needing a couple of pieces that they did use later on in the build on the last ship, but you need them right away on this ship. Okay, I'll just find them here. So here's 2 of them here, and we're gonna add the pieces that's required. So we need some blue. That's star type, which the last ship had on it also. These are the long ones. We need the small ones compared to that one, right? We're going to add those on, and then we'll move up on the ship. Like I said, I have tons of this everywhere here. All right, so guys, drop me a line. Let me know what you think. I want to thank all you guys for showing up right now. Right, I just wanted to do a build and start on this particular one right here. It's not a normal build that we do on during the week on a Thursday, but I wanted to do this for you guys. All right, guys. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for showing up, and this is BOBAbrickz, and may Lego be with you.